We are here at CPrint in Lyon in France. This is our first time that we are covering a French trade show. And I have the pleasure now to talk to Frederic. You are the CEO of Koenig Bauer in France, right?
Bonjour Morten.
Bonjour.
Et bienvenue. Welcome.
Merci beaucoup.
Welcome on
Frederic, how is it to run a German company in France?
That's an excellent question, Morten. Today we think, clearly CPrint is the biggest show. You have the biggest, let's say, presence in terms of end customers, in terms of printers, and etc. So for Koenig Bauer, it's a way and the moment to show the whole portfolio, all the development and the innovations that Koenig Bauer is working on.
And I can't help think about, because we have made a lot of interviews with people from Koenig Bauer over the past year. It seems that Koenig Bauer is one of the, let's say, old companies that still have found its way through the new jungle.
That's right. It's a mix of being the oldest of the graphic arts and being one of the most innovative. And this is a very well challenge achieved, and Koenig Bauer can be proud of that. Today, this is what we are pushing on the market, on the French market locally. So we are not only having, let's say, a push on the Rapida brand or the Rapida portfolio. This is the existing one, and we're still pushing. But we want to also to push whatever is about the finishing. Koenig Bauer did a lot of investment in the last years, and now is the moment to deploy them with some innovation. We are also pushing a lot the digital, which can be for the folding or for the fluted. So it's an important moment,
And I take that, I mean, Koenig Bauer, if you look at, one thing is that you look at the technology you have both in digital and analog, but
yes.
If you look at the analog world, seems that the setup times, the printing speed, and the focus on packaging with the large format, the VLF format, is giving Koenig Bauer a very, very nice, almost exclusive position in the market, right?
We are, yes, a very nice position. We can be, that's true. Analog is always improving, this is clear, but this is very important to understand that despite this big improvement in the analog world, we keep pushing in innovation in digital. And we are terribly convinced that in the future, having both technology in a factory will be the best setup. You will get the best of the efficiency of both worlds. Very important.
When I look at this, the banners that you have here on the booth, you, for example, have the Rotajet.
Yes.
What about the relationship with Koenig Bauer Durst and Varijet 106? Is that also something that you're going to market and promote here, or is that a separate company, or?
It's a separate company, let's say, but it's the same selling. Okay, so we are in charge of both products locally, and it's almost the case in most of the countries of Koenig Bauer. So we are pushing both machines. Both have some common things, the ink, the print, and etc. So it's really a joint venture work, okay? And one is today was at the beginning developed for the labor, for the commercial business, mainly. Now with the bigger width and the bigger frame, we are also pushing for packaging and other applications like decoration. And now we are starting the betas of the Varijet, and this is very important for us for the future. This is also an industrial digital machine designed for long run, for free shift operation. And we have a lot of hope on this one.
One of the things I like about Koenig Bauer is that you work with HP on the big corrugated machines. Yes. You work with Durst on the folding carton thing. You have developed your own Rotajet for commercial print. Yes. You have a huge investment also on the finishing side and on the die cutting side and all the fantastic things you can do in packaging. How important is, I mean, as a country manager and I'm CEO from France, how do you see the importance of the relationship and the partnerships you have with different vendors?
It's very important to see that the company has a strategy to get the best from the market and to merge this in one, let's say, offer. And this, for me, it's something which is very safe for the future, very promising.
And when you have these partnerships on, let's say, corporate, global level, is that also something that you utilize on a local level? I mean, do you work with HP? Do you work with Durst also in the local markets, or?
Yes, we are putting this on the table in each discussion. We're explaining the strategy of the company, of the group, let's say, and how it's deployed locally. This is very important. We keep also pushing that. We keep producing in Europe, and this is very, very important. Okay, nothing is done today or manufactured in China. We want to put this in, I like this. And so yes, we explain the work strategies, the organization, and at the end, how the product has been designed.
I have two more questions, and I hope you like them. The first one is, if I say digital transformation, it seems that Koenig Bauer is also really working on understanding your customers by measuring the machine performance, the customer performance, all those kind of things. How important is that for you? You work in a company where you probably need to deliver some volume, right?
Yes.
But understanding the market and getting the measures from the market in that digital transformation you work on, how do you do that, and how important is that?
So having, let's say, a global approach for the customer is really important. So today you are not only bringing, let's say, I'm going to be a little bit brutal, but a piece of metal with some automation and etc. We also bring all the software around which can help to have the best efficiency on the machine you have, which is related to energy consumption, like the new the new software we're releasing, like the job optimizers. This is very important because you don't put only in the software the Koenig Bauer brand products, you put the whole factory, and then you get the best of what you have. So having before to start to print and up to the end of the finishing product, we have a global solution, and this is very, very important.
The second question I wanted to ask, you almost answered it already, because you said energy consumption. I think that Koenig Bauer is also very committed to the sustainability agenda.
Yes. We started years ago, in deploying a technology called the very dry blue on the offset machine for the infrared system, which is able today to save something like from 30 to 50% energy. We will keep pushing, and on top of that, we are now releasing a new software which allows the customer, which helps the customer to, let's say, manage the energy consumption of the machines, and to understand when I'm doing this, I'm using this level of power. When I'm doing that, I'm using this level of power, so he can learn and get the best in his factory when he's planning the production.
Must be fun working with Koenig Bauer these years.
Daily. Extremely fun, Morten. Extremely fun. Thank you very much.
Good to meet you. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.